Hello there everyone. I am Dr. Olympia Papagiorgio. Welcome to my channel where I talk about the intersection of music and mental health. If you haven't been here before, welcome. I hope you decide to stick around. If you have been here before, welcome back. I'm glad you're here. Today we are going to jump into a reaction video, so let's just jump into it. Let me make sure that this is all the way up. Okay.
I'm still here in this bed that I crawled in. I hope that I'm someone else in the morning. So take this one, wash it down and you'll be fine. Then walk around in a floating chalk outline. So it goes, let it be. In the gallows, balanced on my toes so I can breathe. But little by little, bit by bit, I push it back down with a new habit. If not for long, just for a while, I'll bury myself with a great big smile. Oh my, oh my, we trace ourselves in these chalk outlines. Oh my, oh my, erase ourselves in these chalk outlines.
Sertraline and a sip of serotonin. Don't cry, 'cause there's a pill for everything. Take this one, wash it down and you'll be fine. The feeling goes and you draw a chalk outline.
So it goes, let it be. In the gallows, I'm balanced on my toes so I can breathe. But little by little, bit by bit, I push it back down with a new habit. If not for long, just for a while, I'll bury myself with a great big smile. Oh my, we trace ourselves in these chalk outlines. Oh my, erase ourselves. It's such a perfect day. Take it just in case. Take it just in case. I'm scared of being okay, 'cause all things change. All things change. It's such a perfect day. It's a beautiful shame. It's a beautiful shame.
Wow, what a harmony.
I'm scared of being okay, 'cause all things change. But little by little, bit by bit, I'll push it back down with a new habit. If not for long, just for a while, I'll bury myself with a great big smile. Oh my,
Oh my gosh, no instrumentation at all. There. Wow. Let me go back. And what they're saying too is really impactful. I just have to go back a bit. And again, that the look that they give each other, they're so focused on each other. Like we talked about with the other video, the other song that they did together. There is just this intensity with them together, the way that they look at each other and they're singing to each other. It's almost like they're pleading with each other. It's really, yeah, their performance is amazing. Wow.
beautiful shame. I'm scared of being okay, 'cause all things change. But little by little, bit by bit, I'll push it back down with a new habit.
Again, no instrumentation there. Little by little, bit by bit, I push it back down with a new habit. I feel like that can go in so many different directions. A new habit, whatever that might be. Something that you're doing to deal with how you're feeling, what you're experiencing. You know, when we feel a lot of distress or we're feeling anxious, we're feeling depressed, we're feeling some kind of difficulty in some way. We're really struggling, right? We're not feeling well. We're not doing well. We naturally kind of just pull at things. We do things to try to feel better. And with repetition, especially if it works, whatever that might be, good or bad, whatever it is, we're trying to cope. It can build a habit. And so that's a really impactful line. Little by little, bit by bit. Habits are built over time. Little by little, bit by bit. So
But little by little, bit by bit, I'll push it back down with a new habit. If not for long, just for a while, I'll bury myself with a great big smile. Oh
oh my gosh.
we trace ourselves in these chalk outlines. Oh my,
Erase ourselves in these chalk outlines.
Wow. What a song. And her voice, every time she sings, I'm like captivated. She's got quite a voice. Wow. Let's listen to it again. Let's read a little bit of what are we seeing here? Depreciation. He's looking around. Even the reverb, the echo. That sound. I also like how he is grabbing the chair for himself. He could have just left the chair there. Like, they could have just set it up where the chair was already there. for the sake of the music video. As I've learned, there's a lot of intention with everything that Ren does. He's always thinking through everything, it seems like, which is awesome. But I do like the fact that he grabs a chair for himself and he gets the guitar for himself. He is sitting down. He is putting himself in position to tell you what is going on, how he is feeling. And I think it also, in some ways, this feeling of that he's got his own back. I mean, he's gonna do this for himself, whatever that might be. And also, he's wearing all white, right? Which is pretty cool. Wearing all white. He could have worn all black. He could have worn all blue. He could have worn a different color, but he's wearing white, which is interesting.
I'm still here in this bed that I crawled in. I hope that I'm someone else in the morning.
I hope that I am someone else in the morning.
So take this one, wash it down and you'll be fine.
So take this one, wash it down, and you'll be fine. They mention serotonin. They mention sertraline, I believe, at some point in the video. So take this one, wash it down, and you'll be fine. It can feel dismissive. Instead of looking at what is the actual underlying issue, I mean, that can be detrimental. I feel like this can resonate with so many different people for different reasons. Like that's the cool thing about songs and music. When you know their story, you can assume kind of where it's coming from when you know the person's life and what they've gone through. But for people who haven't gone through the exact same experience, it's amazing how these songs can be interpreted in different ways. They can mean different things to different people. And that's what is so beautiful about this kind of art, or just art in general. But that's so beautiful about art and music and lyrics, is how we interpret them, what they mean to us, how we feel when we listen to them, and what resonates with us about the song in the moment, and how personal it can feel, even if we're not the ones who wrote the lyrics. So I imagine that probably resonates with a lot of people.
Walk around in a floating chalk outline.
Walk around in a floating chalk outline. When I think of a chalk outline, there's actually two directions that I went with that lyric. One, chalk outline implying you feel dead while alive. You feel like you're a walking ghost. This chalk outline, like at a crime scene or something like that. This is like very stereotypical, but yeah, this outline around your body that you don't really feel alive. The other thing that I thought of too about chalk outline was medication. If you crush it or cut it or whatever, it can look and kind of feel chalky. And a chalk outline maybe can represent that as well. That you're moving through life hoping or wishing that this medication is going to help you. And sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. Medication has its purposes, and it can be incredibly life-saving for many, many people. But again, if given for the wrong reason or for the wrong diagnosis, it can be detrimental. It can be dangerous. So that's another way to look at that line as well.
So it goes, let it be. In the gallows, balanced on my toes so I can breathe.
Oh my gosh. The reverb, I mean, that sound, his voice just sounds so beautiful in the space.
But little by little, bit by bit, I push it back down with a new habit. If not for long, just for a while, I'll bury myself with a great big smile.
The way he says that. Up to this point, it's been very soft, and we're kind of easing in, like it's a It's a really very pretty melody in many ways. And then at that part, he's really expressive and there's a little more power behind that.
If not for long, just for a while, I'll bury myself with a great big smile.
Great big smile. I mean, even the way he says it, great big smile. There's a huge emphasis on that. You can see him, the tension in his face even while he's saying it.
I'll bury myself with a great big smile. Oh my, oh my, we trace ourselves in these chalk outlines. Oh my, oh my, erase ourselves in these chalk outlines.
The lights flickering when he says that. Erase ourselves in these chalk outlines and the lights are flickering.
Sertraline and a sip of serotonin.
Sertraline and a sip of serotonin. Those S's.
Sertraline and a sip of serotonin. Don't cry, 'cause there's a pill for everything. Take this one, wash it down, and you'll be fine. The feeling goes, and you draw a chalk outline.
And she's wearing all white.
So it goes, let it be. In the gallows, I'm balanced on my toes so I can breathe. But little by little, bit by bit, I push it back down with a new habit. If not for long, just for a while, I'll bury myself with a great big smile. Oh my, we trace ourselves in these chalk outlines. Oh my, erase ourselves. It's such a perfect day. Take it just in case. Take it just in case. I'm scared of being okay, 'cause all things change. All things change. It's such a perfect day. It's a beautiful shade. It's a beautiful shade.
I got goosebumps there.
I'm scared of being okay, 'cause all things change.
I'm scared of being okay because all things change. Like what you know, even if you're unhappy or you're experiencing something really difficult, you know it kind of becomes a companion. And then you become afraid of things changing because you don't even know what that would mean. Even if you felt better, it can still be scary, especially if it's something you know. Let's say depression, for instance, right? If you're feeling depressed or you've dealt with depression for a really long time, it's interesting that in some ways, to get rid of that or to try and not feel that can also be frightening. It's kind of walked with you in your life for some people, not for everybody. So that's an interesting line.
Beautiful shade. It's a beautiful shade. I'm scared of being okay, 'cause all things change.
And she was standing and she kind of collapses. Her movements are showing this feeling of suffering and floating again. But then she collapses also. So let's go back. You can see her every time I click. I mean, her hands, where they're placed, almost like she's swaying in pain. And then she collapses in the end.
It's a beautiful shade. I'm scared of being okay, 'cause all things change. But little by little,
Looking at each other again.
bit by bit, I'll push it back down with a new habit. If not for long, just for a while, I'll bury myself with a great big smile. Oh mama, oh mama, we trace ourselves in these chalk outlines.
She stands up and there's a lot of power there. One, for singing, I can imagine getting that breath in and that support in is also really helpful. But even when she's low and crouched, she still has so much power in her voice, so much control. My gosh, she's amazing. Let's go back again. Look at that. Just intensity, focus.
Just for a while, I'll bury myself with a great big smile. Oh mama,
She stands up.
oh mama, we trace ourselves in these chalk outlines. Oh mama, oh mama.
Erase ourselves in these chalk outlines.
Oh my gosh, I got goosebumps then too. He begins the song and she ends the song. That's a nice touch. And the way that she says we trace ourselves in these chalk outlines, this like swoop. Let's go back.
Erase ourselves in these chalk outlines.
Right. Outlines. All those little things, they add an additional layer to a performance, a song. And I like how she says that at the end with no music, no instrumentation in the background. Again, allows for that focus, that the echo of the words, and allows you to focus on what's being said. And then the light goes out. Wow. And the mention of sertraline and serotonin. Serotonin is a neurotransmitter, and I can imagine there are lots of people who are familiar, one, with SSRIs, selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, negative and or positive experiences, which are commonly used to treat depression. But to hear it in a song is really interesting. Instead of just saying, take this pill and staying there, taking it a step further and actually mentioning a medication or the neurotransmitter serotonin. I mean, it's an additional layer to the song. It's an additional layer to the message, which is very interesting as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you all have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye.